is the owner and lash tech at NB Aesthetics.
And Deanna is the owner of Lux Panda Beauty. She does lash extensions and is also an esthetician.
So today we're here to bring questions to you guys that some of our clients have been asking, and we thought that we would collaborate and do this together. So let's get started.
Okay.
Okay, so what are the common misconceptions about getting lash extensions?
So, some of the common misconceptions that I still get a lot of is when my clients, even if I tell them, they'll tell me things like, oh, like, I didn't want to wash my lashes today because I'm not supposed to get them wet for 24 hours, which now the formulas have changed, whereas in the beginning of when lashing was first a thing, people didn't really know too much. So the ingredients of the glues have developed a little bit more different now, where they can get wet. Plus, oftentimes, I know you do this too, but I use bonder at the end of my service, which pretty much seals the fume, seals the glue, and locks everything in. So you can actually get it wet immediately after your service. I actually go straight into the sauna same day.
Technology has definitely improved, like science has improved a lot and modernized, so the formulation of all the glues and stuff have, modernized and evolved. So we can definitely wet our lashes, and especially when using bonder. Lash techs out there, make sure you are using your bonder because it's such a good way to seal your glue and just have clients leave, especially if like they didn't shower yet or they didn't have time to shower. So they can definitely just go home and just take a shower if they need to. So another thing that people kind of have misconceptions about getting lashes is that they think that they need to take a break from lashes and that it's the lash extension damaging their natural lashes. And that's so not true. If your lash tech really understands and explains everything to you and explains what type of lash set is good for your lashes, then your lashes will not break. So proper placement and isolation, diameter, thickness, how heavy the lashes sit on your lashes,
how long your lashes can handle.
Like all of that has to play with in your consultation. So if your lash tech, if it's your first time going to getting lashes, your lash tech should be explaining all of this to you. However, if you still want to do something that isn't safe for your lashes, by all means, it's really up to the discretion of your lash tech if they still want to proceed with what you would like. But as a lash tech and an artist in the industry for years, I would say that I like to explain what is safe for the lashes and what is their lashes are able to handle.
Yeah, so keeping the integrity of your lashes is very important.
It's so important.
Yeah.
People assume that like just because like 3 lashes fall off after their service, that means like, oh my gosh, it's like half the set already. But ideally, what you are wanting to see when your lashes are shedding is at least 6 lashes. Because a normal average human has about 200 lashes in per eye. So that's why it takes almost about 2 hours for a full set. And glue time takes about 3 seconds, give or take, right?
Yeah.
And so that's another thing, is that when people first get lashes, first off, you don't notice your own lashes shedding when you don't have lashes. But when you're going to get lashes and getting extensions in, it exaggerates that one lash you have. So it feels like, whoa, I'm losing a lot. So don't be alert and alarmed when you lose like 3 lashes. It's not because it's like not well, it's because that's just the shedding cycle.
Yeah, so the average shedding cycle, or the average lashes that people lose. They lose about 2 to 5 lashes every day. So yeah, losing them is pretty normal, and that's just your lashes going through its natural shedding cycle.
Yeah.
It gets pushed out so that new ones can grow. So that's why you do come back every 2 to 3 weeks, just so that we can touch it up and kind of maintain and take care of things. I think another big one too is people think that just because their lashes look super full that they don't need to come in for their set. But what you see may be full lashes, but in a lash tech's perspective, there's actually a lot of lashes that need to be removed that have been overgrown, and then that can also play a big part in the health of your lashes. So being able to come back every 2, 3, some clients can push it to 4 weeks just for their fills. That's really important because you want to be able to, just take care of those lashes. So what is the idealistic experience you want your clients to feel in the lash room or in your service room?
When meeting me, I want them to be able to feel comfortable in my space. So when you go on my Instagram, I do have videos of my lash room. I want to make sure that people are comfortable and understand my space already. It's a safe space to be vulnerable, and obviously client confidentiality, right?
Yeah.
So, that's one thing I really like and strongly believe is that when you come into my space, I want you to know I'm fully available and this is your time. I will be with you. And the next one is that I want you to be comfortable during the whole service.
And then I think to add to that too, the comfortability of your clients is really important physically, but then also I also think that it's really important for me to communicate to them that if you don't want something that I suggest, I want them to be able to feel comfortable in telling me what they want, what they don't want. Let's say in the end of their service, I'll always, give them a mirror and tell them, hey, is there anything you want me to fix? And I want them to know that, hey, it's okay for you to tell me that we can fix things, because end of the day, I want you to walk away happy, liking what you have. It saves you another trip if you were to come back tomorrow or the next day just to, be reserviced.
Yeah. I don't know if you have this rule, but a lot of lash techs in the industry do have this now. They have a 72-hour time frame for you to report, if anything happens to your lashes, and they'll fit you in for 30 minutes to quickly do
little touch-ups.
Touch-ups if need be. But we do have that just to protect you, and that's a space where that's the time frame that you can tell us, and with no charge.
So for mine, it's let me know within 48 hours, because I think usually if there's something wrong, you can tell within your first day, and then as long as they come in within 4 days, because I think once you get to 1 week, you're pretty much halfway or pretty close to your next step.
All we want really as lash techs is to be able to deliver what your ideal goal is, to give you the knowledge and education of what is safe for your lashes, your natural lashes. And as a lash tech, I want people to be able to come back and tell me, hey, this is what happened. I need you to fix that. I am okay to fix that. I don't want you to feel okay, we're going to find a different lash tech. I know so many lash techs in this industry, and I will happily recommend somebody else if my set or my style is not right for you. How would you approach clients in their consultations to ensure that ideal goal is met with eye shape and face shape?
Okay, so when clients first come to me, it's my first time seeing them. I'll always ask if they've had lash extensions before. So that's a really big play on, what kind of lashes that they want, whether it's volume, hybrid. A big one too is, do you wear makeup, and how often do you wear makeup? For somebody who does not wear makeup, they probably don't want a mega volume set. They probably don't really want a heavy volume set if they wear their face very natural. For somebody that loves to look all glam, and they love wearing strip lashes, then volumes would be a great option. But they probably wouldn't want a classic set. So that's one thing to consider too. I always ask them to send me or to have pictures prepared, so that I can visually see what they want, because my volume set may be another Lashes hybrid set and vice versa. So it's nice to visually see what they want, to kind of be like, okay, this is their thickness, this is their style, this is their length, and then kind of catering that to what you think would match their like eye shape and face shape.
I mean, you want to have pictures of what you want. We should be able to tell you, depending on your eye shape, if it's the right set for you. So for instance, when we say lash set, we were talking about like cat eye, doll eye, kitten eye, open eye. So all of those things give you different shapes when we are applying it onto your lashes.
Lash extensions shouldn't take away from your face. It should kind of enhance what you already have.
I think that's what beauty really is, and that's what this space is all about.
Yeah. What kind of personality traits do you have that has benefited you in the lash industry?
I would say confidence in your ability to do the service. Be authentic, because people who genuinely want to support you in the industry will come to you, regardless of price and regardless of time. But I think being genuine and honest about it in the very beginning, about your service time and how much it is so important. So honesty and confidence, I want to say, are one of the two things that are super important in the industry.
What I found that really helped me with clients and kind of connecting with people was to be able to just be able to build really strong relationships with your clients. So when you first grab them, whatever you grab them with when you're first starting, it could either be like discounted sets, or you can really grab them with like the sets that you have already advertised. But the thing that keeps your clients is your personality. So how comfortable they are with you, their loyalty with you, that's essentially the biggest thing that people will come back to you with. So I've had clients that I thank them a lot, but they've been with me since day one. So they've been with me until like with my, learning stages, and it's your ability to cater to each client
and just have an open personality. That's really what I think that helps, being authentic and open to different people. Because if you're someone who's going to open up doors to people coming to you, you want to make sure that you're not being judgmental of who steps in the door. It doesn't matter who they are. It matters of who you are inside and what you can give to them.
Their comfortability and how they want to experience their appointment.
The last question. So adding on to being authentic and stuff. So in the beginning, when I first started lashing, I was very timid. I was shy. I still am very shy. If you ever meet me and I'm quiet, it's because I'm shy and timid. But once you start to get to know me, you'll see I'll open up more. And that's not because I'm not being authentic with you. It's because I genuinely want to feel your energy so I can match your energy. And what's your favorite part of meeting new people? Ooh, I love that one.
My favorite part of meeting new people. I love the challenge of just dealing with different types of people. And like, by dealing, I don't mean that in a negative. I think like it really grows you as a person to be able to adapt yourself into to just being surrounded by different people. And I think one of the biggest things that I like is, as much as I'm teaching my clients a lot about lashes, taking care of them, I learn a lot from my clients. So there are clients that I have that are single moms, that are stay-at-home moms, that are working moms, and I think like hearing everybody's individual stories is very inspiring to me, and it kind of helps me it helps me appreciate the individual like diverse things that people go through. And it also kind of helps me understand, like, oh, this is what I want because this person taught me a lot about family, or this person taught me a lot about business, this person taught me a lot about friendship, and it kind of gives you more of a like an
area to grow.
Yeah, it gives you an area to grow, and it gives you a lot of perspective on the outside world, and it's great just having a lot of inspiration by a lot of women.
I am the same way. I love learning new things with people, and it gives you so much different perspectives, like open up perspectives that I have never seen myself. It's like interesting because that's why we go to therapists. We go to a therapist because they're unbiased and they open up perspectives that we've never seen before. And it's like, oh, I never looked at like this scenario this way before, and and meeting new people really helps with that. Meeting new people, one of my favorite things is that I never know who I'm gonna get, and every time I always like, it's so funny because I'll kind of like guess who this new person's personality is, and it's like I'll have like a little joke to myself and be like, oh yeah, this person's gonna be like super bubbly from the way they're texting, and it's not being judgmental, it's just like something that I play a game with myself with, because I love meeting new people. However, again, I'm a shy and timid person, so to me, my space and meeting people one-on-one is the safest way for me to meet people, because people can actually open up and be authentic with you as well, because they're in a room just themselves and I'm in a room with just myself and them, right? So yeah, that's one thing I really love about meeting new people, is that I never know who I'm gonna get through the door.
Yeah.
So
what are your whys for being in the industry?
Oh, love this one too. So in the beginning, it started as a hobby. I think most lash techs have this story as well. Mm-hmm. It started all as a hobby, but the thing is, so in school, in my aesthetic school, we always learned, or we had this class, and it was about different personality types. And so each personality types have a different color. So my first two color is blue and gold. Blue is very emotional, empathetic. They're always very sincere and empathetic to other people. And their first step to helping others will come from empathy. And the second one was gold. And gold is very organized. I don't want to say OCD, but I used to have
kind of like in that realm.
Yeah, like everything has to be organized. Yeah. Like I have to follow my schedule. Things have to be put a certain way, and if it isn't, it drives me up the wall. Mm-hmm. But so my why is because, again, I'm blue, being able to help them, and being an esthetician and a lash chick. That is what I love. My whys are always to help people. I was raised by my grandparents. They're very empathetic towards us. I mean, most grandparents are towards their grandkids, but no, they will go miles and beyond the stars for us. And so that is what I want to do for others. And I get joy and happiness in doing that through aesthetics. And that also includes like lashing as well. So it makes me so happy when people leave and they're like, wow, I look so different. But I hope it's like different in a good way. But I want to make sure that people know that they are beautiful who they are, but we're just enhancing it with all the services I'm able to provide them. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My whys, I've always been really interested in the beauty industry. I haven't really kind of figured out what section or what area I wanted to be in. But I had a coworker who ended up taking a lash course, and then she kind of updated on where she was at 3 months in the game, and I was like, oh, like is like that? So like
whole moment.
So I can do that, and I'm like, I think I can do that, because I do love, kind of being surrounded by women and like all that empowerment. This business is also very lucrative if you know how to scale it properly. Mm-hmm. So, just like anything you do in life, you still want to be able to survive and, thrive from it.
Yeah.
And one thing that I know that I had really good strengths in was to be able to connect with people. So I'm working harder starting this business than I will in my other job, and like it, mm-hmm. I already kind of mentally prepared myself for what I was to expect.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really big thing in like you also
Starting your own business.
Yeah, starting your own business. Yeah, you want to do what you love, but you also want to succeed in what you love. So you also have to be able to know, like, okay, can I handle this? Can this be my path?
You gotta have, like, you gotta be your own number one supporter. Another why is that we have other women to support us as well. But the one most important thing going into doesn't matter, starting a business, entrepreneurship, like all of these things, it's your baby. You gotta have the strength to pull yourself out of like failures, because if you don't, so first step to succeed is to allow yourself to fail. You have to know that you can fail in this, but the next step is you have to be able to be tough enough to pull yourself out and start over and do it again.
And then I don't necessarily like to, they are failures, but I like to kind of perceive them more as
learning experiences.
So it's something that failed, but what failed, and how can I fix this? And I think for something to be considered a failure, it means you tried it didn't work, and you quit. But if you keep pushing, then it becomes this kind of
learning
thing to bounce
experience
from, and to learn from.
You continuously push yourself to do better. You gained knowledge, so really, did we fail though? If we gained the knowledge,
what did I learn from this?
And then it's interesting because you learn from that experience, and you're not going to do that again.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Naomi.
No problem. Thank you so much. Talking about what is that, gold?
Sorry, what was the question though?
What are your whys?
Okay, do you want to start with the first question?
You're just going on.
I'm like, where are we going at?